We have issue 2 of Hawkeye Freefall coming out at the time of this recording, and I do gotta say, guys, this is turning out to be a way better book than I expected. First off, it takes what I liked about the Fraction and Aja run, and that's this kind of independent down on his luck Hawkeye, and it's turning it on his head in a way that's similar and feels good, but it's also new and interesting, and I really think that's a really interesting balance that was struck here. I gotta say, I give props to Matthew Rosenberg for crafting something I'm genuinely invested in and like to read. So we find out Hawkeye sold his apartment building because, who knows, we don't find out why he sold it, he just kind of sold it. And he used the money he sold it to kind of start up like a benefit charity fundraiser event. He says it's to impress his girlfriend Linda Carter, but we know it's for more because he's a genuinely good guy. And I really like seeing that in Hawkeye like this, so it's really cool. What I like about this too, it goes across the Marvel Universe with a lot of different characters. I'm actually very interested in that. We get Tony Stark appearing in here, which makes me think this is kind of out of continuity, because I think in continuity, Tony Stark is dead and his brother Arno is kind of taking over. I don't care. One of the people in charge of the fundraiser is May Parker, which is really cool to see. I actually very enjoyed that. That was really nice. And Peter even shows up. Peter Parker even shows up at this fundraiser taking pictures for his aunt. That's cool. So Hawkeye is supposed to give a speech, and in classic Clint fashion, he doesn't know what to talk about, so he brings up Axl Rose, and they start talking to people about Metallica. It's really funny and really cool to see. And while this is happening, Ronin has another sighting across town, and it's kind of interesting to see where that goes. Spider-Man goes to encounter him, and he's like, I thought you were Clint, but obviously you're not now, because there's something else where Clint's doing something here, and he's drunk, so it's cool. And on the same note, too, we find out that this Ronin is, what he does is he's destroying this, like, drug house kind of place, and it's kind of supposed to be like, oh, I'm a hero, I'm taking down these drug dealers, but it's in the neighborhood where Luke Cage is, and he goes to talk to Clint saying, okay, so I thought you were Ronin, but you're not Ronin now, that's okay, but this guy, whoever he is, what he's doing is wrong. This is not how you bring down the drug lords or the crime stuff, anything like that. You have to do it with like a sense of severity, and you have to, get in front of it, do something positive and influential, and not just, go in and do that, because it's not going to take away from anything. So Clint, using his newfound money from the charity and from selling his apartment, has this bright idea. He's going to build like a youth rehabilitation center to help people who are trying to get off drugs. It's a really sincere thing I like to see from Clint, and I was really happy to see it. I also really like too that the artist in this remembers Clint needs hearing aids. I really love to see that. Such a thing that I think gets missed a lot is that Clint does have a hearing problem, and every time he has the hearing aids, and I absolutely love to see it. I think it's a really interesting part of his character, and it adds something else to him that's so interesting to see. And I'm very happy when it comes up, because it's just so fun, and it just helps me remember that there's a lot going on with Clint that we don't know. He also was going blind too, wasn't he? Yeah, he's going blind, he's going deaf. Clint's been through enough. We should just let him, have his stuff going on here. So then we get this kind of interesting thing at the end of the teaser where one of the guys that works for the Hood is kind of like, he kind of is infiltrated by Ronin, and he's like, I'm gonna kill you unless you tell me what's going on here. So the guy that works for the Hood shows him on his computer, I've matched the way you move and the way your body looks and all your shapes to that of Clint Barton as Hawkeye. And we see how that's playing out there, and you guys move the same, you look the same. You're Clint, right? You're Hawkeye. And we get the reveal that Clint is Ronin. He takes off the mask, there's Clint there, the hearing aids and everything. Here's what I think. This is Clint trying to not be the Ronin we've seen before, but be a different Ronin. Trying to stop that one. That's what I think's happening here. He went back in as Ronin, but people now don't think it's him, so he's trying to use that to his advantage to kind of help the name of Ronin, so that person will be drawn out to come find Clint and do something there. I really like that, and it's a really fun time. I had a great time reading this one, guys. It's really good. I recommend it, guys. Hawkeye Freefall. It's really fun, really interesting, great Hawkeye stuff, and it just makes for a fun time. So, like the video, support the channel that way, subscribe for more content. You can check out my Patreon, as you've seen at the beginning of this video, and thank you for watching. I will catch you guys in the next video. Good luck, guys.